Senhoras e senhores, não estacionem do lado de fora do estádio. Agradecemos a cooperação. Senhoras e senhores, não deixem de visitar nossa loja oficial, com souvenirs da partida de hoje já à venda.
Well, wherever you are, I trust you are braced for an assault on your senses as we bring you a derby game considered to be amongst the greatest in Brazil. Corinthians against Sao Paulo, both clubs big on pedigree. Historically, most of the facts and figures favour Corinthians, but it is unwise to take anything for granted in this game. It is a highly energised atmosphere, and you can't expect anything less than a highly charged game. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
We have already started here. And here's great hit! Williams cross.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
So what can they make of this? Renato Augusto. Giuliano. And he's had a hit! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Corinthians really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Towering header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's left his man. Picked up. He's had a hit! Giuliano gets a good foot in there. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's in! Has a goal! Dispatched clinically. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Sao Paulo take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
He is through here. Oh, that's a key interception. Played out to the wing. Poor pass that, sloppy. And there's the end of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And we are already promptly back underway.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination.
Massive leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Willian really isn't happy with himself after that, having done so well to get on the end of it too.
And it's Willian. And now the breakaway. Oh, it's picked out the runner. Great leap! In for the follow-up!
Corinthians showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
Spot on, Peter.
Público presente na partida de hoje, 71.898 espectadores.
A real chance to break. Could try cutting inside here. Goes searching.
Early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Sao Paulo can make their change now with a break in play.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 28. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 7. Substituição.
Oh, here's a chance! That's a fine save!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And that interception was most necessary.
Corinthians really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's been cut out, well played. Looking for the runner. Floated through. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Lovely ball into space. He could be in here. He's been picked out. In it up to meet it. And it's in. And there's the goal they've been looking for. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
Substituição no time do
There's the
São
hit!
Paulo.
Oh, it's come loose.
Camisa
He
6.
can get that clear.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador. Camisa 23.
And that's it. Well, joy for the players, or indeed for the loyal fans. It has ended in defeat. A thoroughly disappointing outcome.
Senhoras e senhores, não estacionem do lado de fora do estádio. Agradecemos a cooperação.
Well, a very good evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you could join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening. A night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something. A beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport round here, not the kindest. But regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. We have already... Can he finish? It's there! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Flamengo making an early change here.
Substituição em andamento.
Sao Paulo grab an early lead. Good start. Brilliantly cut out. Sao Paulo have a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a pretty loose pass.
Flamengo clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Shot a goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
He's gone looking for safety. Back in possession and ready to go again.
Teremos minuto de
Well, he's
acréscimo.
picked out the runner. It's a promising position. And the first 45 minutes are up. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Flamengo don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in the second half. They can't hold back though.
Can he put it away? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Knocks it away. Oh, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. He's through and all along! Decent hit! They've done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in
Público
control.
presente na partida de hoje.
Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
espectadores.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Interesting ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Senhoras e senhores, não estacionem do lado de fora do estádio. Agradecemos a cooperação.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here, points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates, but regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game ahead. This is, of course, the Maracanã. It is a and rightly so, considered a spiritual home of the world. Now the finish! He's delivered all right! And Flamengo take the lead. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was were absolutely top-notch.
Aos 10 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 21.
Flamengo grab an early lead. Good start. Opts for safety. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Good spot, he's seen the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking.
He just can't argue with that. He could have been booked for an earlier incident too.
Played towards the other side. It's an inviting looking ball, that. De Arrascaeta. And the shot! No mistake! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Gol marcado para o Flamengo. Aos 26 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 8.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Can he put it away? Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Quite squeeze space. Oh, and he's broken the line here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last to see of him. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Clyde was immaculate.
Gol marcado para o Flamengo.
Flamengo take.
Camisa 21. Foram
Well, it's a poor
indicados
throw that,
2
kicked off
minutos de
with relative
acréscimo.
ease. And We've reached half-time. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Flamengo are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And the second half gets underway. Move forward and quickly so. There will be a throw-in. Defence has got rid of that. Played out wide into space. Great ball, and he shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? They're back in possession. Real chance! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Camisa 14. Público presente na partida de hoje, 81.007 espectadores.
So he's plotting something before playing it in. Top save! That shot was travelling. Brought out the best in the keeper.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
There's no sort of quality on that. So here comes a substitution.
Substituição.
And now the hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Shapes to shoot. Keeper always had the measure of that.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt.
Give space here. Oh, important interception. A real chance to break. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Interesting ball. Look at there's the shot! He scored! Ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Camisa 9.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Camisa 24.
That tackle was certainly sturdy.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador Camisa 21.
Goalkeeper's
Foram
ball.
indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
And that's it. Flamengo, a class apart. Opponents torn apart. They are comprehensive winners. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Flamengo had a very simple tactic.
I volontari di tutti i settori sono pregati di recarsi nell'area dello staff.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here, points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates, but regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game ahead. The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. And already we're underway here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Giorgio Chiellini. He's the very definition of a rock at the back. He's so physically imposing, but also a great reader of the game, and his positioning is usually spot on. The technical side of defending doesn't often get a mention, but just watch this guy's tackles if you want a great display of timing and precision. He does it best.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Done delicately. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Here's Zakaria. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Oh, it's coming. Tries a shot! They've scored! Corinthians take the lead.
Gol per il Corinthians. Ha segnato al 30° minuto numero 9.
So we have our breakthrough.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
And it's Dybala.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And here's Dybala, and the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Get a throw in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Dybala. Loose pass, and they could be in.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there we are. Off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Corinthians come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And the game has already resumed here. Massive leap! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Danilo.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. The ball is loose, and the chip, and the finish! It's a goal!
Well, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on. As to what will happen from here, I've no idea.
Rabiot. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the flag has... and the shot! And he can clear it away.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Danilo. And it's Cuadrado. Looking for the runner. Juventus have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think.
Great leap! Can he find the finish? Goal! Juventus! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Cassio did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
That's a foul, no two ways about it.
Juventus clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Bernardeschi. Juventus clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Alexandro. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Corinthians have thrown it away. It was in their grasp, and they let it go. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Corinthians were brave in standing up to much fancied opponents, and this can be a real source of confidence and a date to remember now.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home...
volontari di tutti i settori sono pregati di recarsi nell'area dello staff.
Well, a very good evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you can join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening, a night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something, a beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport round here, not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Giorgio Chiellini. He's the very definition of a rock at the back. He's so physically imposing, but also...
He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Massive leap! There it is! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Gol per il Corinthians. Ha segnato al 16° minuto.
Corinthians get themselves into the lead.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
No, he's had it nicked away from him. Quadrado. He is through here. And it's lofted through here. Well intercepted, and it certainly needed to be. Zakaria. No, he's taken off it. That's really well played. Well seen. Saw that coming. Right, looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Looking here to chip it through. And it's gone back to the keeper. Away from immediate danger. Willian. Danilo. Chiellini. And the defence can get it clear. Hits one! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's gone looking for safety. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Corinthians even have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.